Hi, this is the Jobful channel. As you can see in the slide guys, we are going to talk about the to-do list, or we can call it checklist, that you should keep in mind before you send your CVs to a corporate companies. Friends, I personally think you should invest your time in this video before you plan to send your resume to a corporate company, because we are going to cover very important and brand new points that will definitely save you a lot. People who are planning to apply for a job, guys, this would be a perfect video you can watch. Investment you put today, especially on yourself guys, will never get wasted and would benefit your future self. Same way, your precious time you are investing in this video, I'm damn sure it will never get wasted and it will benefit you a lot. Before beginning the video, to those friends who are not familiar with English, guys, have made the similar video in Tamil, you can check that out too. Guys, your CV tells about you and your past accomplishments and achievements. So definitely your CV is your history guys, and to make your history attractive, we have brought you some pointers that would definitely help you out. Well guys, let's get through the points quickly. Before submitting your CV, some points have to be kept in mind, and the first point goes like, rename your CV to your name and the target position you are aiming for. Suppose your name is Kishore and you are applying for electrical engineer job, then your PDF would go like Kishore Electrical Engineer. So this way you can rename your PDF, and I have given you the example in the screen, you can see it and you can refer it whenever you are sending your resume. Guys, I would like to give you another example. Suppose your name is Teresa and you are applying for accountant job, then your resume will go like Teresa Accountant. So this way you can rename your PDFs. Trust me guys, it saves a lot. It saves lots of time and efforts of you as well as the person who is going to hire you. Your work, your job title and your name would be easily recognized, and personally I think your uniqueness would be showcased and it would create a good impression towards you. Interesting, right? So let's see what's the next point that's going to make a huge difference in our CV. So guys, second point is give an attractive subject line that forces the recipient to open the mail. Guys, we all know catchy headlines attracts the audience. So that's the only rule we are going to follow here. Like you can see, I have given you an example. Electrical engineer, 5 years of experience in USA and immediately available. So this is the example. Guys, nothing more or less, you have to show them what you have got to offer them. So like you can see, 5 years of experience would be your strength, and experience in USA would be your specialty, and immediately available is a very favorable conditions that companies expect. So this is how exactly you are supposed to write your subject, expressing and mentioning your strengths and skills. Guys, one more thing you have to keep in mind, your subject should not be very lengthy. It should be short and catchy. Well guys, many companies don't have separate career emails with them. They only got one email for all the purpose. So in this case, you can send your resume with subject highlighting your specialties in it, and it would be very convenient for the company to assess them, and ultimately it will be impressive. Okay, let me give you an example. Me and my co-worker, we were going through some resumes, and there we saw a subject stating world's best engineer. So we got an urge to see what's inside that resume and what's so special in that person. He's claiming himself world's best engineer. So we read each and every word in that resume and we were shocked. He made us read all the details he wanted to convey. So this is the creativity that makes your CV different and would provoke the recipient to open your mail and read it fully. Friends, feel free to use your creativity and customize your subject as per your strengths and specialties. I am definitely sure it will create a huge impact in your resume. So next point is a precautionary move, that is to avoid sir and ma'am in your respective emails. Guys, please avoid sir and ma'am, and instead you can use the recipient's name if you know it. For example, let's assume that the recipient's name is Sachin. So we can use Mr. Sachin instead of ma'am or sir. But guys, if the recipient is a lady, then we should use Miss instead of Mr. Guys, most of the time we don't know the marital status of a lady whom we are going to send the email. In that case, you can commonly use MS, that's Miss, in your email to address that lady. But guys, there's a huge chance you probably don't know the recipient's name. So in that case, you can address someone by the company itself. For example, our company is Jobs World and you can address us by calling Dear Jobs World Group. So this is the easiest way to address someone when you don't know the recipient's name. And guys, I'm damn sure the recipient is going to judge you and determine your self-confidence level through this. So let's jump to the next slide, that is avoid using overused phrases. So phrases like my name is, as you can see on my resume, and more and more and more. We repeatedly use these phrases in our resumes and I want you to stop using it from now on. Instead of using this common overused phrases, we can try to compose unique and different sentences in our resume, and I'm damn sure it's going to give an outlook that you have a strong communication skill and people would literally believe you are a good communicator. After phrasing the words, next point we are going to see is customize your application or resume, mention your major strengths and skills that are relevant to the position. Guys, listen to me very carefully. This point is very important. Don't send your same resume to every job you apply for. So it simply means whatever job you are applying, customize and then send the resume accordingly. Suppose you are applying for an accountant job, then your resume should contain all the requirements, all the skills that are relevant to accountant job. So the same person wants to apply for manager job, then you have to alter your requirements, modify the details that are relevant to your respective job. Guys, your resume should consist all the strengths and skills that are relevant to the positions, that are relevant to the job you are going to apply, and you can darken the letters that seems important. And guys, you can also add important points that you think is very important for the job. For an instance, we can take an example of designer designing his resume in a Photoshop app and conveying his skills and strengths just through his resume by preparing it in Photoshop. Alright guys, I want to conclude this video with the last point, that is close the email by saying you are keen to meet them in person for the further discussion. By doing so, you are creating an outlook that you are a very confident person, you are eagerly waiting for this job and you are ready to do anything for this job. Alright, that's it for today. Keep these 6 steps in mind, friends. These are the important steps to follow before sending your resume. These are the checklists that you should check before sending your resume to any company. But if you think it's a difficult task to perform, we are here for the rescue. We can help you to build a resume that suits your career and the job profile you are seeking for. Please contact us for the service. It's a pleasure to help you out, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe our channel, friends, and if you find this video informative, please share it to your friends and relatives. That would be useful for them also. And guys, don't forget to like our video. Thank you. Bye.